Yo, it's boy Marcus from Morsini back with a video. Today we're going to talk about the Major 3 Call of Duty League tournament where there's a lot to talk about. So it's just the overall tournament. It's console Call of Duty. It's competitive if you're familiar with it. If you're not, whatever. It's just Black Ops 6 competitive. So tournament starts. I think the big favorite was probably FaZe going into it, and they ended up coming in like top 6. So we actually had a tournament where FaZe and Optic weren't in the matches on Sunday, which is it's like the first time that's ever happened in the CDL in the last 5 years of CDL. So that's pretty crazy. And LA Thieves ended up taking it. LA Thieves has been pretty good. I mean, they've been pretty good all year. They finally were able to get one. They've just been struggling to FaZe. FaZe has been dominant on LAN all season long, and they just didn't show up the same way. I feel like maybe they're burnt out or something. They're just not playing well. So it's interesting. They were going for, I believe, a 4-peat. They had a 3-peat because they won the last tournament of last year's game, MW3. And then they won the first 2 tournaments of BO6. So they've been pretty insane. That being said, I do believe that this is probably one of the, the actual venue was terrible, but this was a really good tournament for the actual teams and the games. So it was pretty interesting. If you are interested in watching competitive Call of Duty, definitely give it a shot. It might be worth watching back some of the matches. You're about to see me going on a nice long streak here in their spawn kill the same dude 3 times in a row. So yeah, that tournament, I think MVP was Scrap and Thieves won. They beat Vancouver Surge 4-0 in the finals, and they actually reverse swept them in winners grand finals. So that was pretty crazy series. If you watched either one of those, that was pretty surprising. I think they're just a league above Surge. Surge is really good. They're like a step down from Thieves and FaZe. Even though FaZe just didn't perform well, they're still probably thought of as the best team. Maybe second to Thieves right now. But if we're going who's winning champs, I'm picking FaZe. You know what I mean? That being said, talk about Optic. It's my team. They've been absolutely terrible, and hopefully they make a change because they're trying to make champs. They're on the fringe of making champs right now, so they need to make a change to the roster so that they can improve in some regard. One of the biggest stories of this event was Mercules. I believe he was a rookie, and he was just a last-minute substitute because one of the players, Beans, didn't have a visa, or had a visa situation or something like that. So he came in for Toronto, and they lose their very first match, drop down the losers, right? So then they lose their next match and they're out. But they actually win 6 straight and make the run all the way to losers finals, and then lose to Surge after they lost to Thieves. So that was pretty insane. He was playing phenomenal, and overall that team, they were just playing great. There's definitely going to be some controversy though. Do they keep that guy? You know what I mean? They just picked up out of nowhere, or do they go back to their old team because they didn't win the event? If they win the event, you obviously keep them, but they didn't win the event. They came in 3rd. So do you keep them? Do you just hold on to him as a substitute? Do you let him go and he goes to another team, and then you make that team better immediately if he's actually that good? You know what I mean? So it's a interesting debate. That's probably one of the hottest topics about what's going on with the CDL right now. It's what do you do with this guy? A couple of other teams like Vegas, they just not very good. LAG, not very good. So they're probably going to be making changes as well. Should be some roster mania news coming out in the very near future. And yeah, overall, the tournament was pretty good. I think it kind of shows what I feel like the top tier teams, FaZe and Thieves, have been there at the top the whole time. But then you have Surge and Toronto as a step down. I think we kind of saw that Carolina is not that good, so that is also another factor. And then yeah, I think that was pretty much all of the Heretics actually make Sunday as well. They just lost to Toronto in the first match of the day, but they actually have looked phenomenal with Super on the roster. So it's interesting to see how this dynamic is going to turn out for the rest of the year. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. It's been your boy Marcus from Morsini. I'm out. Peace.